Our today's special, and I'll shine it right underneath my face. How about that? I could. Joe Harrison is here, everyone, and we know you love LG as a brand. We love LG as a brand here at HSN. And not only highest customer satisfaction, lowest return rate, but moreover, life is good. They do things with electronics and especially with televisions that we don't see anybody else doing. And when it comes to a TV, it's as good as it gets.
It is, especially when you talk about the panel, the resolution, just the contrast. Everything on here is the best that we've ever had from LG. Like Shannon mentioned, LG has one of the lowest return rates in the industry right here at HSN, because when people get these TVs at home, they fall in love with the picture. And that's what it's about. When you get a TV, when you're sitting home after a long day of work or it's a weekend, you want to enjoy something, you want to see it on the best possible screen. This is it. There are multiple TVs that are out there that you can buy nowadays. They have, regular DVD quality. Then they have 1080p, which used to be the best quality. Then about a year ago, they came out with 4K. And you might be asking yourself, what the heck is a 4K TV? This is actually 4 times the resolution of a 1080p television. So if you've fallen in love with how beautiful Blu-ray is, imagine seeing 4 times the detail, 4 times the contrast. When you look at the pictures of the birds, when you see that, you don't get that type of experience unless you have 4K. Because Shannon, if you get as close as possible to a 1080p TV, you see the dots, you see the resolution. When you look at a 4K, you can get as close as possible. You do not see any pixels whatsoever. It is unbelievable, the quality of a 4K TV. And to get it under $1,000, me and some of the crew were just looking around.
It's less than $200 on your flex pay. I know Joe is going to continue to share the text and specs with you, but I would like you to see how few of these we have remaining. In fact, it's funny, we were actually going to end this show with this television. We moved it up because it's going to sell out in this airing. We have 700 and 700 only. Basically, what LG gave us, that's all they could free up. Because I will tell you, everybody wants to get their hands on this technology. Yes, and when it was debuted and unveiled at the Consumer Electronics Show, the prices weren't $200, okay? Add a digit in front of that $999. I mean, seriously. We're talking big bucks. I mean, thousands of dollars to get this kind of technology at home.
Well, some of the crew are out there saying they wanted to get a 4K TV, so we were doing a little Google search before the show, Shannon, and you can find this TV out there, but it costs you, this TV alone will cost you $13.99 on most stores.
Right.
So in order to get,
which I can tell you, that sounds like a great price to me.
It does sound like a great price.
Doesn't it?
But you'll see other 4K TVs, other manufacturers are selling it for over $2,000 for the same size, and it's not any better. When you see in the upper right-hand corner, see where it says IPS? That's where it makes a difference. Now, we've started offering IPS panels in tablets, and it's easier to do in a tablet because the tablet's only 7 inches. When you're talking about 49 inches, that screen is so expensive to do, because to give you just a comparison, here's a 32-inch, which, the consumer, there's a magazine out there that says this is the most popular screen size that's out there. I couldn't think of a name to say it. But Shannon, this is a 32-inch. You're getting a 49-inch, which is actually 130% more viewing area. So you're stepping up to a brand new experience. But it's not just 4K. We talked about that IPS. That makes a big difference, because it doesn't matter what type of TV that you purchase. When you have a TV that's non-IPS, there's a sweet spot that's right in the middle, and that's where you have to sit. You have to sit basically right in front of the TV to get the best possible image, to get the best contrast ratio, to see this nice fluid action. Well, with an IPS panel, the sweet spot is no longer in the middle. The sweet spot now goes from just being the middle, which is about 20 degrees, to 178 degrees. So even being here directly to the side of the TV, I'm still seeing the best possible picture versus if I was right in the middle. So many people get disappointed when they sit down at a television, then they take a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, and the picture starts to lose its quality. This is as good as it gets, Shannon, when it comes to panels. Nobody else is offering IPS panels at this price, or a lot of companies don't even offer it in 4K. And to be honest with you, if you're getting the best possible resolution, you want the best panel. So we were talking about what other people are doing. Nobody's doing what LG is, putting the 4K with that IPS panel. It's truly unheard of.
I'm telling you, because obviously I can see this picture in person, this is freaking me out.
Isn't it unbelievable?
The picture is so crisp and so clear. First of all, it looks 3D without the 3D.
It does. Well, because there are other things that have to do with that. Because what LG does. They have this amazing computer that's built into it. I mean, these things are so smart. By the way, it is a smart TV. I can't believe I haven't talked about that yet.
There's actually a computer that's built in. I mean, you could buy pizza with your television.
You could if you want to.
Seriously.
There's a processor in here that changes the way you're going to look at your TV. Because for a lot of us, you see a TV, and there's this thing called there's a refresh rate. And it's kind of like miles an hour of a car.
Yeah.
The higher the refresh rate, the faster the screen refreshes. So everything is nice and smooth. Well, up to this point, 60 hertz is a pretty good refresh rate.
Yes.
Then what LG did is they took it up to 120 hertz. So they're giving you more speed now. So you get, if you're watching the sports games and everything's going to be nice and fluid, even your action movies. But then they took it, with this processor, it's taken it even another step. So it went from 120 hertz, Shannon, to up to 1080. So 1080 versus 60.
Oh, come on.
This thing is phenomenal. That's why when you look at these colors, even though this is slow, all this stuff is refreshing over 1,000 times a second to give you the best possible 3D-like image.
I'm telling you, the only problem is you're relegated to whatever television you're watching on at home right now. And even if you've got another LG, this blows all other LGs out of the water.
It does, absolutely.
So I'd love for you to see that quantity left again, because these are the quantities that we have. Remember, LG, you see this technology selling best case scenario for about $1,400. Upwards of over $2,000, depending on where you're shopping. So we have only 700, a little over 700 to share with you. We will pay to send it to you, and basically we are your bank for less than $200. Now remember, the shipping is free. We do a nice white glove delivery. You don't have to worry about how you get it in a car, a truck, or a van. It's delivered right to your door. We include the 3D glasses with your purchase, which I think is awesome. And we also have 9 months VIP financing, which if you have an HSN card, I mean, for all intents and purposes, that's 9 flex pays. I mean, a little, you know, about a little over $100, Steve. A little over $100, you know, give or take when you use that.
That's great.
And one other thing I want to remind you, we also have this Blu-ray player, which is cuckoo. This price on this Blu-ray player, I don't even know how that happened. I mean, I really don't. I mean, because basically it's a smart streamer. It's a Blu-ray player, and it's less than $100. Boy, if there was ever a day to get a Blu-ray player, tonight is your night for sure.
Blu-ray, it's Wi-Fi. It has apps on it so you can watch your Netflix, and it also upconverts all your movies to Blu-ray quality. So you're getting the best of both worlds when you buy this whole LG package. So when you look at the TV, though, it's anything that you watch,
jaw-dropping.
whether it's the Blu-ray,
jaw-dropping.
It could be USB. These are actually all images from a USB stick.
I gotta get a 4K television. I'm telling you.
You got it? Now, Shannon, a lot of people say, okay, 4K, how do I get the content? Where does the content exist? Well, did you know that the big football game just a month ago, that was broadcast in 4K? Netflix, if you're one of the 70 million people that subscribe to Netflix, as soon as you plug this into your computer or your TV at home, all of a sudden you're going to see Netflix programs like House of Cards is in 4K. They're taking movies now that previous movies like Breaking Bad, the entire series now is in 4K. There are a lot of movies that are now broadcast in 4K, and you can watch those all right here. Amazon Prime has content. Local cable providers are starting to jump on board and do this, so you're going to get the best possible picture even through your house. It's just crazy the amount of detail that's on there, and it makes it seem, like Shannon mentioned, it's like it's 3D. It's because the picture is so great. Now, Shannon, it even gets better because it's a phenomenal picture. There's nothing else out there that's better than this picture right here, but it also is a smart TV. So now if I want to watch Netflix, if I want to grab some of that 4K content, if I want to hop on YouTube and see a bunch of videos, if I want to check out my favorite scores on Major League Baseball, or if I have a Hulu Plus subscription, this is now a smart TV.
Wow.
Shannon, even if I just want to surf the internet, I can bring up the internet. Because this has Wi-Fi, I can easily surf and have fun with the 4K content. And keep in mind, I have a mouse and I've got a little remote control that comes with it, but I also have a smart magic the magic remote that comes with it. I was trying to get the word out there. It has Wi-Fi built into it, Shannon. So now, just like you use your Wii remote, you remember you used to point your Wii remote at this TV screen? Now I'm pointing the remote at the TV, and it's moving for me. It's got my little finger right there, so I can even surf online, hop on Facebook, see what my friends are up to. There are a lot of TV shows, they say, hop on Facebook or hop on Twitter and let us know what you think of the show. You can instantly do it right here while you're watching TV. You can hop over here because it's got this great magic remote. It does so many extra things.
So it turns your television into a computer, is what it does. And the thing is, at the end of the day, you're watching this amazingly crisp, clear, bright jaw-dropping picture, because when you see this in person, now as good as you think it's going to be, it is 1,000 times better when you get it at home. And that's the only thing that's difficult about presenting 4K television is we're relegated to whatever kind of TV you're watching at home.
Right.
So you know very well, I know you've done it because I know I've done it. You go to the big box store and you walk down that aisle of televisions, right? You go, that one, because you can see how much better the picture is. It's that one. It is so markedly different from anything that you're watching right now, even if you're watching another LG. 4K takes it to a whole new level, but when you think about the screen and the resolution and the response time and the refresh rate, you will not believe your eyes. And if you're like me, I so look forward to watching my television. I mean, it's really the highlight of my day. And you do work hard for your money. And when you get home, everything that you watch is just, it's so much more enjoyable. I mean, it is, whether it's gaming, whether it's your reality shows, you know, whether it's sports, everything is better on this screen.
Exactly right, especially I'm going to show you this image on our screen in a second because it does enhance that image. It makes it sharper for you because it provides more pixels. 4 times the quality, gives you a sharper image. Remember when you had like a 2-megapixel camera, then you bought a 10-megapixel camera? There's a world of difference. Same thing. The more pixels on TV, the sharper the image is going to be. And this is going to give you so many benefits because with 4K resolution, you are set not only for today, but for the future. If you have a 1080p TV, unfortunately, you're going to be behind because so many new programs are going to come out in 4K. You've got it right there. Plus, you also have, you look at the different written resolution. When you get 4K versus 2K, 2K is the standard for 1080p. It's how many pixels they have on the screen. You see that when you get really close in there, you see on the 4K on the left side, everything is just, it's in more detail. On the right, it's still pixelated because you only have 2K versus 4K. So you don't get to see the detail that you're missing out. But when you step up to the LG 4K TV, it is the top of the line TV. There's nothing better out there in the market right now than the 4K. It's got that high definition quality video, but it can also enhance all your video too. So Shannon, what this cool thing is, even if you don't have 4K,
look at that.
Now Shannon, this is video being played from my Blu-ray player. My Blu-ray player is only 1080p, but I'm up converting all my content to 4K. Well, so even though I'm playing 1080p content, it's being upscaled right now to 4K. So it makes everything better, Shannon, from your soap operas to your comedies to your videos that you just went on vacation. Everything is going to be upscaled to 4K.
Well, and Jeff, you tell me if we can lower the lights just so, because obviously we're in a broadcast studio, so our lights are a lot brighter than, of course, they're going to be in your living room. I mean, if you're like me, I like to have all the lights off when I watch my TV at home. I mean, seriously. But when you see this at home, as good as you think it's going to be, it is so. Do you see how it looks like it's raining in the studio?
It does. I mean, you see
it looks
every one
like,
of those little
like
drops.
the table should be wet. That's how real that looks.
And keep in mind, Shannon, this is 1080p quality. So if you are getting at home saying, what am I going to show on my 4K TV? It doesn't matter what you show. Everything gets up converted. You're seeing detail that we've never been able to show before because it's now taking that 1080p and puts it into 4K. So whether you have cable, whether you have satellite, whether you're watching the movies on demand, this is the best possible image. And when you're getting at a price like this, keep in mind, you can buy this LG TV for about $1,400 everywhere else in the market. HSN is saving you a ton of money, plus they're giving you free shipping, and it's all brought to you by LG, which has the lowest return rate. So if you're thinking, okay, am I going to take the plunge on this television? So many people have already loved LG TVs. They already love this one, that they made it a customer pick, because when you get it at home and you turn it on for the first time and you watch your vacation photos or you just watch your favorite TV show, you're popping that movie that you've seen so many times in Blu-ray, and now it up converts it to 4K. It will blow you away how clear the image is.
Oh my Lord, I swear to you, this looks 3D. I'm looking at this, this football excerpt, and it literally...
It's like they're coming right at you.
And that's before we even engage the 3D. That's the thing that's so crazy.
And even, Shane, when you get that fast action, notice there's no blur to it. There's no hesitation because it has that better than average refresh rate, that 1080 refresh rate, that enhancement. So you're really getting the best possible picture that we could provide.
That's pretty amazing.
Because you've got, it does all this up converting. And the other great thing about it too, Shannon, is that Whether it's, it has multiple ports that are on here. A lot of times when you get a TV, you know, you might plug it in with your DVD player, then you might have a USB port, then all of a sudden all your ports are gone. Well, here you have 3 USB ports, you have 3 HDMI ports, so we have our Blu-ray player plugged into it. We have a USB port plugged in to show some of the content. You have a game port on here, so if you want to plug in your Xbox or your PlayStation, it's perfect for that.
Yeah.
You get multiple ports because, you know, it's designed for just more than one thing. You can plug everything in here, and it truly becomes that better than average TV because now everything is in 4K. Plus, when you look at the side, Shannon, look at the side profile there.
That's crazy.
It is less than an inch thick on the side.
Come on.
It only weighs 38 pounds. So if you want to mount this thing, Shannon, you can put this anywhere you want to and still be able to you know, have room for it. It's so crazy thin. And by the way, you think of a big 49-inch TV that it's going to use a lot of energy. This thing only costs about $19 a year to run in electricity. So it's energy efficient too.
Oh, wow.
It is crazy the amount of specs that go into it, but it's all because this is LG's top of the line. If you might be thinking, okay, this is a phenomenal price. What are we missing? You're getting 4K, that's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
You're getting those IPS panels, which gives you the widest viewing angle, 178 degrees. Most TVs have a sweet spot of about 40 degrees.
Yeah.
This is 178 degrees, so anywhere you're sitting on the couch, it makes it better for you. Plus, Shannon, even your photos, these are pictures that we took.
Oh, nice.
And it makes your photos look better, because now your photos are in 4K.
Everything.
It upgrades everything right there.
So remember, everything that you're playing and watching on this gorgeous television is up-converted. So everything is going to look crisper, everything is going to look brighter, everything is going to look better. Same television, $1,400 anywhere else. And you know very well, in the world of electronics, the margins are much tighter, so if you can find $100 off between retailers, you're really doing something special. We are very proud of our partnership with LG, and that's why they are allowing us to do the lowest price in America on this technology. It's the best picture that we offer. It is the best picture quality that is available on the market. Quite simply, doesn't matter if you're buying a $2,000 or $3,000 television, it will not get better than the technology that's built into this TV. And I think that's important because don't let that price fool you. This is the best that is available. It just is. We pay to send it to you, and there's a reason that LG is our #1 customer satisfaction brand here at HSN. They're also our lowest return rate, and once you try them, I know you will be a believer. As good as this looks on your television screens at home, believe me when I say it is 1,000 times better because we're relegated to whatever TV you're watching at home. And you know, the thing is, you probably keep your television longer than you keep your car. I mean, we develop very intimate relationships with our TVs because they connect us. When you think about it, you're probably watching movies with your kids, with your family, doing date night at home. I look forward to my movie night. I look forward to going home to my television. And I know you're probably the same way. So when you think about it, you'll have this for probably 10, 15 years from now because it is completely future-proof.
It is.
And you don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it. And Shannon, there's so many more details that are available. Like the color processing that's on here. Most TVs have what they call an 8-bit color processing. Yeah. That provides about 500 million colors. Okay. Sounds like a lot, but with this one, this has a 10-bit color processing. It provides over 1 billion colors. So that's why
more Crayolas in the box.
More Crayolas in the box, the biggest crayon box you've ever seen. You've got it right here for you. And so you're looking at 4K content through your TV, you know, whether it's home videos, whether it's movies, whatever it happens to be, this is the best possible image you can buy out there in the market. To get it at this price truly is amazing. Plus, it also has a 3D setting to it. You're going to get 2 3D glasses that come with it. And by the way, LG does it right. There are a lot of glasses out there where you have to have these specialty batteries. Yeah. And the glasses end up costing about $50 to replace it. These, they're just polarized specifically for this television. No batteries needed whatsoever. So Shannon, I can even turn in my regular content, turn that into 3D, so I can watch new 3D movies if I want to. But then it also has a magic remote, which I love the remote. It's so nice to have because I can use it just like my Wii remotes when you're aiming at the screen. So I just move my pointer around. I can do so many things. Plus, by the way, if you ever think, okay, what are those demos that he did? What was that thing he did on the screen? There's a user guide built in here. There are hours and hours and hours of training on here that teach you how to get the most and the best picture out of your brand new LG. But sometimes, instead of just trying to figure it out on your own, sometimes, Shannon, it's nice just to be able to talk to the television and watch this. It can pick different things up. Let me hit my magic remote. Movies with Tom Cruise. That's going to find movies.
Oh,
with
no
Tom Cruise on there.
kidding.
And because it's all Wi-Fi enabled, it's now going to take me out to the internet, find all the different movies with Tom Cruise in them.
Oh,
just
that
as
is
simple and easy as that.
wild.
Now, this is my daughter's favorite. She has this. We have an LG TV at home.
Okay.
She does this one all the time. Cat videos on YouTube. Cat videos on YouTube. And it finds it because I'm connected. And then all of a sudden, cat videos on YouTube. It pops up right there. But you can also do things like change to channel 32.
Right.
What time does American Idol come on?
Oh,
What's the weather
man.
in Columbus, Ohio? You can ask it questions, and it finds everything for you.
Is that genius?
It is a genius product. And then when you're done, you just go back to your input list. You have all these different inputs. Let me go back to my 4K TV. And again, it doesn't matter if you're watching videos, whether you're watching sports, whether you're watching big football games, basketball games, whatever it happens to be, it will provide the best picture you have ever seen in your life.
It's such a brilliant product, and I wish that we had more of them. So I know you see that clock on your screen. I'd love for you to see the quantity left one more time. We have now fewer than 700. This is all that we had available because remember, this television is sold for more money elsewhere, this technology. Usually it's thousands of dollars. Even if you were spending $2,000 or even $3,000 for a 4K television, picture does not get any better than this. This is the best picture quality available at any price in America. And it just happens to be brought to us from our very good friends at LG. Life is good, our highest customer satisfaction, our lowest return rate, and you want for nothing with this. This is loaded. When you think of everything that you want in a television, or frankly even a computer, because it's a television that also happens to be a computer, that happens to be a smart TV, that also happens to be 3D in this sleek, sliver-thin environment. I mean, it's stunning, to say the least.
And it's not missing anything.
No.
You're getting that 4K image, which is the best resolution. You've got that up converter, so everything you're watching is going to be up converted for 4K. It's a smart TV, so you can watch your Netflix, you can log onto Facebook, you can log onto Twitter, all through the apps that are included with it. Plus, it's giving you that IPS panel, which, Shannon, nobody does that. It is the best viewing angle, because for a lot of us, and you have to sit right in the middle. This, you can sit any part of the couch and get the best shot
Absolutely.
possible.
Now, we're going to keep the TV out here because we're going to talk about Blu-ray when we return. So don't hang up on your television. We'll give you a little reminder, and then, of course, we'll talk about the perfect companion with the Blu-ray, also LG speakers, and more after our spotlight.